Welcome to the Master's Level Customer Service Training module on Voice, Tone, and Pace. We're going to be talking about voice, tone, and pace. The main components of this will be what to keep in mind, sounding professional, and properly pacing yourself. Ask plenty of questions to allow more time for your customer to let some of their natural movements and pacings to show through. This will allow you to better match them during the interaction, as you will be able to observe them and listen to the way they are speaking. Pause before speaking or answering. Take a few moments to gather your thoughts and think about what you are going to say to this customer once they're done speaking. Reduce nonsense sounds and words. This will allow you to get the words out without stuttering or stammering, and will reduce the number of verbal pauses such as etc. A momentary silence is preferable to any of these sounds. Nonsense sounds or words reduce the effectiveness and authority of whatever you are saying to your customer. Make sure your tone matches the words you use. If you are expressing sympathy or empathy for a problem, you should not sound pleased with the customer's distress. Sound warm and caring, and show an interest in them as a person as well as a customer. Properly conveying empathy and pleasure as appropriate will help move an interaction more smoothly. Let the customer guide you to what words to use. Keep your language professional while mirroring their speech patterns. If they speak formally back to them. This may be indicated by them using titles, Miss, Sir, etc., or it may be more appropriately indicated by a very stiff body posture or small, well-controlled movements and a crisp enunciation to their words. If they are casual and using slang or jargon, then it is acceptable to use some slang or jargon back to them. Use caution when using slang to a customer. Many terms will be unacceptable, but making your word choices slightly more casual than you would with a formal customer would help build a relationship and trust with this type of a customer. For example, this customer would most likely not appreciate being called sir, whereas a formal customer likely would. If the customer does not use jargon first, don't use jargon with them. Or take the time to explain to them what the words that you're using mean. Use terms the customer can easily understand, and don't assume they know what you're talking about. Either use layman's terms or use jargon and explain the jargon in layman's terms. This will allow the customer to be a part of the conversation without feeling like they're being spoken down to. Listen actively to your customer. This is going to mean listening to all aspects of their tone and word choices. Take a moment to note if they're speaking very quickly with little pause for breath, or if they seem relaxed and are speaking more slowly. Pace your responses back to them with the same basic speed. If they are speaking slowly, it would not be appropriate to speak back to them extremely fast, as it may frustrate them, just as it would frustrate a customer who is speaking quickly and may possibly be in a hurry to be spoken to very slowly. Are their words crisp and highly enunciated? If so, take care to better enunciate your words and make sure your own speech is crisp and clear. Take care not to over-enunciate. This could sound like you are mocking the customer. Are they using young, casual slang terms such as, "Hey man, how are you?" Or are they using more formal methods of speech such as, "Excuse me, miss," or "Sir, could you please help me?" Depending on the type of speech they use first, your words should be reflected back to them using that same type of speech. Always let your customer be your guide. Match their pace and tone, but only if they're calm. If the customer speaks slowly, then slow your rate of speech down to match theirs. If they speak very quickly, increase your pace to theirs in order to show that you are respecting their time and have the same sense of urgency as they do. If they over-enunciate their words, try and balance some crispness into your own manner of speaking. Always be sincere and believe in the message you're giving the customer. Hollow words are as ineffective as hollow promises. Your tone should reflect your thoughts and feelings towards the customer or the situation at any given time. Your pace should indicate to them that you are actively involved in the interaction and are paying attention to them. Thank you for joining us for this customer service training module on voice, tone, and pace.